Do you know someone who has recently been blindsided by a medical bill? You're not alone. 61% of Americans say they've been hit with an unforeseen medical bill, and for many, these costs have led to financial devastation. Cynthia A. Fisher is the founder of blindsided.org, and she is joining us today to discuss why the need of price transparency in healthcare has never been more important. Cynthia, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Clarissa, for having me today.
So tell me, what is the status of the recent legislation introduced to Congress that would give Americans the protection that we deserve and need?
Well, Clarissa, there's been tremendous positive momentum for the American consumer of healthcare, and that is that the Healthcare Price Transparency Act, put in bills in both the Senate and the House, is being considered in this next COVID stimulus package. This would be huge for all Americans. And what it would do is the Healthcare Price Transparency Act would make hospitals and insurance companies show consumers the prices, the discounted prices at cash levels, and the negotiated rates for healthcare system-wide. And finally, we consumers would be able to know before we go what the cost of healthcare is and be in control of our own precious hard-earned dollars to shop for the best quality of care at prices we can afford.
And it's something I think is well deserved for our community and for those that suffer from diseases that we have out of our hands. Now, how will system-wide price transparency save Americans money and, of course, help stimulate the economy?
Well, where employers have been able to contract with price transparent physicians, direct primary care doctors that post their prices online, and surgeons that have left the opaque system and actually post their prices online, like Oklahoma Surgical, that have for 12 years shown prices and only lowered the cost of care, they're saving 30 to 50% annually on their healthcare costs and their coverage costs. Now, can you imagine when we put this into law that everywhere all Americans could see prices? And we know as consumers, when we see prices, quality improves and competition helps drive down the costs. So we'd all benefit, and we all could potentially save 30 to 50% and put these runaway cost trends in reverse.
Which is wonderful. I think this is absolutely a step in the right direction for all of us. Now, when it comes to healthcare price transparency, besides saving money, what do Americans say that they want from this?
Well, Clarissa, nearly 90% of all Americans surveyed say they want to know prices in healthcare from their hospitals and their insurance companies. And on top of that, they know that we can be in charge to reduce our costs of care and coverage. So I would say the other thing is we want it now. We need it now more than ever with this crisis of the COVID pandemic and the financial devastation that Americans are facing. And so we would ask your viewers if they could go to our website, patientrightsadvocate.org, and they can click on a button with their zip code and tell Senator Cruz and Senator Cornyn to sign on and work with Mitch McConnell and Senator Schumer to get this passed in these coming days and weeks into this next COVID stimulus. And it's at no cost to the government or the net taxpayer. It's a no-brainer. It's critical. It's bipartisan when 90% of us want it. Let's get it done now. And our voices do matter. They're listening.
Yes, and it's so great to know, because in many cases, I think many of us feel that our voices aren't heard and we can't make a difference with just one action in the right direction. So here is an opportunity for us to make a move for all of us, for the well-kind of all of us. You want to visit patientrightsadvocate.org and go voice. Use your voice to make a difference. Thank you, Cynthia Fisher, for sharing this information with us. I had no idea there was an opportunity to make such a great and positive change for all of us with healthcare.
Thank you, Clarissa. And I look forward to this being passed into law so we can all be able to shop for healthcare. Thank you.